You don't know the power
of gaming on the
dark side.
So let's get into the event. Escort Clash. We got here, the United Merchants Guild of Tagar has called upon brave warriors to safeguard its precious cargo. However, danger lurks around every corner, and the ambushers lie in wait to steal the goods. Will you defend your run or raid someone else's? Choose your side. And we got the event rules here. You can escort 2 times per day, and you can plunder 2 times per day. Each escort cart allows you to deploy 1 to 3 legions. When escort is completed, you'll receive all remaining goods in the escort cart as rewards. Each successful plunder grants you random goods from the target's escort cart. You can refresh an escort cart's rarity for free once per day. Spend escort cart refreshes. The refresh, once you have used up all your escort cart refreshes, you can spend gems to refresh. Escort carts of different rarity have different chances of appearing depending on the number of times you have refreshed them, including the free refreshes. So I know I got myself like a little package in the mail for 5 free refreshes, so that helps out. It seems like this probably deals with your carts. You'll see a little bit later on. So when you open up the event, you're going to see this. There's other carts and my carts. Other carts are other people's carts. See them running around there. They're going to have different rarities, which means they have different prizes, right? So like, green, purple, gold, all that kind of stuff. And they'll give different rewards, and you can plunder them, which is pretty cool, right? Now, if you click on my carts, you have 2 spaces here. So basically, you can create your own cart. Now, this is where the refresh tickets come into play, it looks like. But either ways, this reminds me a lot of like the Tournament of Champions type thing, the little other side event you have during the KVK season, where you can like create your little formations and try to fight other people, and it kind of like predetermines where they go. Kind of the same thing here. Now you got this cart, and the cart has certain abilities, which is pretty cool. You got like Stand Firm, where it takes less damage as long as there's still some defenders alive. It's going to have First Aid, so it does heal the Escort Legions. And it has Tactical Trap, basically it does some damage. So it does hit people as well, which you'll see a little bit later on and all that. But it doesn't do like a lot. I mean, it's not like it's super strong. I haven't really seen it help out when I've been attacking carts. I'm not really too sure what it does for me because no one's attacked one of my carts yet. I was able to get all the prizes, which is pretty cool. Now you're going to make your legions like normal. You can only pick 3. So you can pick them out. You can create the formation, all that good stuff, just like you would in the other kind of gameplay mode. Now, once I've got my whole formation picked out here, what is interesting that I found out is that whatever units you pick for one cart, you cannot use for the next cart. So keep that in mind. You obviously you want your best units to protect the highest rarity cart. If you get like a legendary cart, it's going to have a gold shard in there, and obviously you want to try to get that in, right? I mean, it's a free golden shard. Why not? So you want to have your best defenders in there. So just keep that in mind. I didn't really quite know that at first. I was like, what the heck's going on here, man? Why can't I pick my units? But that's what happens. You can see here when I go to set up my second cart that the units that I have in the first one won't go to the other one. So as I'm setting up my second cart, I was really confused at first, right? Because I was like, where the heck are my units at? And my best heroes that I used for my last cart. And I didn't realize at first that I couldn't use them. It took me a second to kind of see, like, wait a second, obviously I can't redeploy them. They can only be deployed to one cart at a time. So you can kind of keep that in mind. Let's say you only have 3 really good heroes you like running. Then you can run just one cart for a second. Let it go through its course. As far as I know, each cart takes about 4 hours that's available. So that's 4 hours that it's out and about to where people can plunder it, or at least try to attack it. So keep that in mind. You can do this twice a day, so that means you can spread them out. So if you don't have a big roster of heroes, you don't have a really deep bench, then that would be my suggestion. Do one cart. After 4 hours, do your next cart. Right? I have a deep enough bench I was able to run both carts at the same time, even though it's not optimal, but I was able to do it. I think it's just maybe a combination of people not really knowing about this event and my server that I'm currently in, the KVK that I'm in, doesn't have a lot of players possibly, that my carts both survived. I got all the prizes, which was freaking awesome, because plundering carts is super simple, which I'll get into that in a second, after I make this other cart here, and I'll show you guys how to do that part. But making your own carts, pretty easy to do, guys. Just watch your formations. My suggestion, at least from attacking them, having that cart protected in the back is good, because it's not very strong. I mean, it's not very tanky at all. And if you kill the cart, it doesn't matter how many defenders are alive, right? If you're able to get around all the defenders, you can kill the cart, and the defenders are still alive, you still win. So it's just the cart takes more damage if there's no defenders left. But trust me, the cart's squishy, dude. So unless you have really crappy units, I guess, or I shouldn't say crappy. I mean, I mean, I'm looking at the screen right now, and obviously I can put out T5. And if you don't have T5, the difference between T5 obviously and T4 is light years. And if you're going to get someone that has like T3, I mean, I'd sneeze on them and kill them, right? So I guess those are factors. I didn't really think about that now until I'm like looking at it right now, saying, wait a second, I mean, my T5s are out there, so of course I'm gonna be stronger. So that cart might put up a pretty good fight against T2s. So keep that in mind if that's what you're rolling with right now when you're doing your carts. But overall, guys, the event is pretty cool. I like it. It's interesting though, because you can see like the little cart guys running around on the world map. I don't think you can attack them from there. If you click on it to plunder it, it kind of goes to that plunder screen where it shows all the carts kind of running across the map, and you can still kind of choose a different cart to attack, not necessarily that one that you saw on the map. And like I said, obviously you want to be trying to attack the ones that have the best prizes, so here I am attacking a cart. You can see I'm going in there, taking out their tank to get them on there, and I have my little guys coming out from behind. Like I usually do those with my flying cavalry. They're going to come behind there and start killing those guys. You can see the cart is like throwing like these little, it looks like little ham hocks or something. I think that's the healing. It's healing the units, so like it throws food at them. And then you'll see like these little, like, it looks like a bunch of arrows hitting everybody. That's the cart attacking. And you can see it doesn't do a ton of damage. I mean, I'm not really too sure what the level of the cart is. I mean, if it's a bunch of workhorses, then I guess it's only a T1, so maybe that's why it doesn't do a lot of damage per se. I think next time they do this event, they either should let the people do all 5 legions, or maybe like the higher the difficulty of the cart, from like the green to purple to gold, they should make the cart stronger, right? So if it's a legendary cart, it should be hitting, twice as hard as a epic cart, just to add a little more to it, especially since the prizes are better, right? That'd be my suggestion for this event next time. Obviously, they're not going to let you have too much free control. It's just like Tournament of Champions, where everything kind of runs on a predetermined path. Certain units like to attack other units, so just keep that in mind. But when you win, you will get random prizes from the prize pool. So that's why obviously you want to try to attack, like right here, that legendary one, right? See how it has a golden shard, it has the better stars. Those are the ones you want to hit because you can get way better stuff. So just kind of keep that in mind. It does matter. Looking at the card over here, it's interesting to have me like kind of go through this crud again. But I mean, this guy's got okay units, right? I mean, he's got Mogro, he's got Fulgrim, so he's got obviously a tank, he's got an archer, and he has a cavalry. Me, I'll probably roll with my usual thing, right? I'll put out my tanks, and I'm going to have my flying calves, my 2 flying cavalry units, right? That's usually how I roll on these kind of events, just to kind of keep people busy. Roll the tanks out, have the tank, and hopefully the ranged guys focus on him, and then I just come around from the back end and start killing people. This would be a completely different game, obviously a different match, if you can actually control the units and pick where they're going and focus fire and vice versa. It'd be interesting. But it doesn't work that way. And you'll see, even with this legendary cart, I mean, it's the same thing. Go around, and it kind of feels cheap, I guess, in a sense. It's always easier to attack than it is to defend, because as an attacker, you can like change your units around. You can pick out where they're going to go on the map. You have way more control. As a defender, you're trying to create a formation that's supposed to defend against everything, and you can't. So, I mean, defense in these matches, same with Tournament of Champions, doesn't seem to be as strong as attacking. However, like in Tournament of Champions, there's definitely some matchups that are harder than others. I mean, there's some that just have your number too, dude. There's some guys I'll fight and I just never beat them no matter what I do. And there's other guys that I crush every single time. It's really weird how that works out, but it is what it is. So on this one here, you'll see I start tossing those little meat bits at people. The arrows are flying down. Right now I'm attacking the cart. Now you see there's all those guys still have units out there, but I'm going to kill the cart, I think, here in a second. And you'll see if you drop the cart, even if there's still legions out there, you win. So you don't have to kill their legions. So, I mean, if they have a really strong tank, as long as you're keeping it busy, it doesn't matter, right? If you can get around the back, take out the carts, you're good to go. So overall, like I said, guys, it's a pretty interesting game mode. I do like it. And I mean, I'm glad they added it to the game. I think there's some things they can do to it to make it a little more interesting, but it's a nice thing to do. It'd be kind of interesting. I was really expecting this to be more like a caravan that you would have going out on the open map, and you're going to defend it as you're going, or you can attack caravans on the open map. That'd be pretty interesting if they had a game mode like that, but I can also see how that would be problematic and hard to pull off. So I can see how they're doing it like a little sandbox like they are here. Anyways, guys, that is this whole Escort clash that they got going on. It's a pretty fun little event. It's only going on for a little bit longer, so make sure you guys are jumping in there and doing it. You basically do 4 carts a day. 2 of your own carts, have them running, and then you can plunder 2 carts a day. Don't miss out. The rewards are pretty easy to get. It doesn't put your troops in the hospital, so it doesn't hurt to do it, guys. It just takes a couple of seconds to set yourself up and have some fun. Anyways, that's the video for this one. I got a whole lot more stuff coming along for this season because I want to be a lot more involved. There's a lot of stuff happening, and we will cover as much as I can. Anyways, I'm your boy Darshigon, and I hope to catch all you guys in the game. But until I see you, you know how it goes, guys. Hope to catch all of you gaming on the dark side.